concordairways.com.
As of next year, there will not be enough money to cover all the Social Security checks, so they will have to borrow.
Hi everybody, it's Adam with Motorhome Diaries. Recently, we were invited to attend a meeting with Campaign for Liberty and Young Americans for Liberty at the Montana State University campus. One of their speakers there that evening was a lady from the Concord Coalition. And the Concord Coalition, this is from their website, is a nonpartisan grassroots organization dedicated to educating the public about the causes and deficits and the long-term challenges facing America's unsustainable entitlement programs. They are trying to find middle ground amongst the left and the right, and as stated on their website, concordcoalition.org, inform the citizens of the trade-offs involved in their solutions. So basically this lady was coming to talk about Medicare, Social Security, other programs that are unsustainable by governments, and essentially find where people are willing to give and get in order to come up with a compromisable solution.
But I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to find out what it is that you're willing to do.
All you're doing is perpetuating the Ponzi scheme by raising taxes.
Should we raise the Social Security tax from 12.4%? Okay, so that's off the table. Apparently, this committee of Congress has decided we're not going to do that. How about if we just raise the taxes on the rich people? People in San Francisco, for example, were very willing to raise the taxes on the rich. They didn't want to raise the taxes on low-income people. Should we, yes or no, green is yes, red is no, raise taxes or just lift the cap and remove the cap? Okay, done. Should we raise the retirement age even higher? People are living longer, they're living healthier.
You know, the system has to be abolished one way or another. It needs to be phased out. You know, just raising the age, you're just going to screw the people that paid in.
If it was raised, they'd just take the money and put it somewhere else wherever they wanted to spend it, just like everything else. So,
Okay,
no.
so basically you don't trust the government
No.
to give them any more money?
You mentioned before the immorality not paying out Social Security checks to folks who I guess deserve them, but I mean, what about the immorality of stealing people's wealth that they create?
It's going to be hard for me to raise green or red because, I mean, it's like a false dichotomy. I mean, I don't understand why is this my debt?
I feel like all these questions are like voting for the president for the last 50 years. It's the lesser of two evils, and it's a bunch of artificial dilemmas. It's not the solution. There are no solutions when you go to the government for solutions. Got to get rid of the government. That's the answer to all these questions.
Okay, that's not on the table. Red or green on raising the gas tax by 50 cents a gallon. I think it's realistic that you can ask Congress to abolish Medicare. I mean, is that realistic?
The whole house of cards is going to collapse.
Yeah, we just delegated them authority. They have no authority over us. We
It's
never
going to
signed a
collapse
contract.
if we, absolutely. I mean, that's what
So
I said.
talking about these type of minuscule solutions, these band-aid solutions to a greater problem, you got to fit them as hemorrhaging.
It's not the
They were trying to
You
put a Band-Aid
have,
on it.
but what you want to do is cut off the patient's head. And
No.
what I'm suggesting is that
We're
we
saying-
could put
No.
many
Civil
different
society.
Band-Aids
No.
can come up
No.
to several $100
No,
million.
that's not what I'm advocating. She brought up a great question. I'm an individual. And I believe in conservatism, and the heart of conservatism is individualism.
Okay.
I'm not a collectivist. I'm not a socialist. That's what our government wants. Is they want us all to conform to this neat little socialist package, and I refuse to be a part of that model. And the
Okay.
people sitting in this room, they don't adhere to it either.
Okay.
So you can take that message back to San Francisco that we're not going to embrace, we're not going to support, we're not going to continue to feed these people while they bleed us dry because Atlas is shrugging.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
we're not
system
doing it.
is not sustainable, it needs to be abolished. Those are the decisions that will not take place in Washington because those people are more concerned about their jobs than they are about the American people.
And besides,
Yes.
I think it's up to us as a community to take care of those people.
We do have a moral responsibility,
Yep.
but it is not through sustaining and feeding the government. It's through individual families, it's through church organizations,
Okay.
community organizations.
I think we're all good people and we care about others, but what's the best way to go about helping them? Is it through volunteer interactions where people are held more accountable, or is it to let this parasitic organization like keep a cut for itself?
In the scriptures, God says, give me 10%, and he takes care of you.
The government is saying, give me 50% and I'll strangle you.
What I'm hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that to save 100 billion here, or 20 billion there, or 200 billion there, isn't the solution.
No.
We don't want to do that. Now, do we want to be as radical as to say, and we could take them one at a time if you want, or all together, that we, over time, I assume
Phase
you're not
them
going to
out.
pull the rug out from people, phase out
Yep.
Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Is that phrased the way you want
People will
it?
plan for their retirement.
Okay.
They
All
don't
right.
have to now.
Cards up?
See, I think as radical as that sounds, it's inevitable.
Okay.
We'll go there someday.
One way or another.
You may be right.
Well, our way is the moral way, I think, because if we keep going this way, it will be pulled out, the rug will be pulled out from under them, and then everybody will be hurting it.
So none of these questions really address the real issue of dependence or independence. The politicians are geared towards dependence because that guarantees their position, their prestige, their power. People who want freedom want independence from government tyranny.
Are you counting? Are you counting the number?
This is it.
Hold him up till he's done.